Respected sadhaka friends, welcome, salutations, greetings, gratitudes, submissions, wishes, prayers. Here we are to understand and strengthen our Adhyatmika Vyaktitva of these 12, 13 layers of Loka Sevaka Dharmasthapaka Viragi Bhakta Shishya Mumukshu Jignasu Shrota Sadhaka Parishrami Prerita Prashanta Bhasha Gnata. Here we are every day meeting to know and understand the presence of the six sources of continuous blessings to all of us, along with their Mahima as well as how to interact with them. In throughout the day's classes, throughout all these classes, at one time or the other, we are remembering all these six, trying to tune to them. It is Shruti Mata, we are contacting Guru Ganas, we are doing pranama and prayers to them. The Devata Gana, through Shanti Mantra, we are asking them to bless the Jagan Mata. We always are having her in our mind, asking to protect, and the Ishvara Sharanagati is also happening in us. Brahma Tattva Adhyanam we are doing. Same things done more purposefully, more clearly, makes it more uh, effective sadhana. So let us this way involve in it. Welcome again to the study of this great Shwethashwathara Upanishad, first chapter, 7 mantras. Brahmavadins started inquiring about the cause of the world. Then they thought of so many outer things. Kala swabhava niyatirya drucha. Then they thought they themselves are so limited. They can't be the cause of the whole world. Then they dhyana yoga anupagataha. They gone inside into the dhyana. They found two things. A Shakti, and they understood Shakti cannot be independent because it is Jada. Therefore, Deva Atma, Shakti, they have realized. And that Deva Atma Shakti, when they inquired more, then as it is said in the Chakra example, Tameka Nemim Tivrutam Shodashantam, also the Nadi example, Panchasrotombum, Panchayonyugravakram, that Karana Paramatma, they have understood. So then, in that next sixth mantra, after finding these two, in the next one, mm, mm, the Bandha Moksha Karana for the Jiva are told. The basic reason is Prutagatmanam Preritaram Samatva. Then Jushta Tatatena Amrutattva Meti. These are the very crucial topics of Vedanta and this Upanishad, which we have to always remember. Then, when it is said, Brahman has become Karya-Karanatmaka, he is no more available for our identification. For that, the seventh mantra gave what an beautiful, excellent, detailed explanation along with quotations that Paramam Brahma is very much there. About him, Udgitam very exhaustively spoken. Then, it was also said that Tasmin Trayam Supratishta, Tasmin Trayam Supratishta Akshara. The entire world of Tripurti is from it supported by it always, and it is not touched by, disturbed by any of these things. He is remaining in his Akshara Sthiti. This is a very, very essential again aspect of the Adhyatma Vedanta. Even though on the substratum The Maya Shakti ke Karana, anything may be superimposed, still nothing happens to the substrate. That is what the struggle of all gurus to explain to us this fact that they take the examples, both of all example of the Rajju and Sarpa or Shuktika, Rajata or Sthanu Purusha or Mrugatushnika Jala. In all of them, substratum superimposed. Substratum is never touched by superimposed. It is only in the ignorance of substratum the superimposed gathered its reality and gathered its strength to trouble us and not all also in us. The innocent snake never was there to trouble us. Snake is never on the rope. Snake is always in our mind. World is never there on the Brahman. World is there in our mind. In our own mind, which has not apprehended the rope as rope, has projected the snake. Our own mind, which has not apprehended ourselves to the waker, has projected the dream. Our own mind, which is not able to comprehend the truth or the self or the reality, is projecting this whole world. This is the whole Vedanta. So the projection can never touch the substratum on which it is projected. Luckily, that is their aksharam. Only one question remains to be answered. How come in that never changing Paramatma, this whole world is projected? That is called as the Maya Shakti. That Maya cannot be independent, therefore it is with Bhagavan only. Is Bhagavan then conditioned by the Maya? No. Bhagavan has three states of being. One, he himself without even Maya. Second, he himself with the Maya as Ishvara. Third, he himself with the Maya, its small portion called as Avidya, acting as a Jiva. That is you and I. Exactly in the coming eighth mantra, this will be the discussion. है ना? When the Guru said the Nirguna Brahma alone is there, then how come Leena and Ishabda in which the Kriya Vachaka is there is possible? When one Varni is there, how can you talk again the language of the Leena, Brahmani, Tatpara, Yoni Muktaha? So you are accepting our Dvaita, isn't it? This question is very crucial. Guru Maharaj will answer it. Ki the Kalpita Upadhi Drishtya Bheda is there. To transcend the Upadhi and discover the Ekamevadvayam Brahma, all the languages of Linaha or Sadhanaha, Sadhakaha, Upasakaha, Upasanaha, they are all spoken from that standpoint. Once the Nirguna is discovered, all these will be found to be never existing only. And like the snake merged in the rope from the superimposed standpoint only. When the rope is known, snake was never there, no question of merger. So one is the sadhana sthiti, one is mukta sthiti. Mukta sthiti is always lakshya. Right now, are you mukta? No. Therefore, you have to get to sadhana. Na? Na? Yeah. At that sadhana level, we are told these doings. We are told about these happenings. So, उसको literally मत लेना, बात को समझना उसमें. And the same thing in other Upanishad said is what? To undo what is already done, the nonsense, the sadhana is there. The sadhana is never to create the Paramatma or bring that Paramatma or put that Paramatma in our hand, etc. It is not needed to be created, it is always there. It is need not be brought near because it is always near us. It is not needed to be given to us because we are already that. This is not known. That's called avidya. That is removed through the vidya. What is vidya? This alone. So as much strong the vidya, so much the avidya is removed. Or as much the strong is avidya, so much the upadhis are the projected are taken as real. So vidya, so as much weaker the vidya, Avidya dominates. Avidya janita kalpana. As the vidya is stronger, avidya goes away. Then the reality, which is beyond vidya and avidya, which is existence. It is personal, self-existent. It doesn't need a certification of Shastra or the intellect to stay. We told you one day, the Shastras are required for us as an authority to know the truth. Truth doesn't require Shastra for its existence. The reality alone is supporting even Shastra. हमारे लिए प्रमाण की जरूरत है शास्त्र रूपी परमात्मा को जानने के लिए. परमात्मा के अस्तित्व के लिए शास्त्र की जरूरत नहीं. We need the ladder and stairs go to the top of the building. The top of the building doesn't need the ladder. It is independently exist that way. So this question and this answer, in this therefore the need of sadhana will be made to understand. Otherwise क्या होगा? I am already the Brahman, so there is nothing to be done. Because you told no, Brahman is always there and that I am and it is never changeable. So I am that. I have to do nothing. That way we talk intellectually but live life only as a upadhyukta jiva and suffer. And then you blame the Shastra. See that people, when they don't have Guru Bhakti, Daiva Bhakti, Guru Upasana, Daiva Upasana, then the intuitive intellect doesn't come to them. The arrogant intellect only misuses the Vedanta and it gives only suffering. And he says, I am Brahman, then I have to do, I have nothing to do. But still he feels hungry and all. He's still at the Upadhi level only, no? Therefore he is suffering. But arrogantly says, I am already Brahman, I have to do nothing. These are very peculiar things, people who do not suffer, surrender to Guru and God, they get, even though they are sadhakas. Just like we are also in this world, always have to be bhakta, devotee of the Bhagavan. Otherwise, with our own ego, every nonsense we do to trouble the Lord and the world, that is why we get kicked in the same. So this shloka reveals those beautiful answers with lots of quotations. Let us study it. Very nice. Along with the Sambandha Bhashya. Before that, our common sense thought. Before that, our prarthanas, Sankalpa Prarthana and common sense thought. What do we common sense thought today, like every day? Maybe two or three, very quickly browsing things we go through. You know, one thing we can talk about after these many studies of Shastra is in this world when we are with the co-travelers in whatever relativity they are around us. Let us learn first thing as a spiritual seeker that let us be the people of givers to them only, not the people of dependent or takers or the askers. Oscar award mat lena अभी लोगों से. You know, the gross things first, then the subtle things also. Dhire dhire. Our requirement let us reduce. Means come to the only minimum, basic minimum need level. And see to it that we don't depend on the people, we don't ask them anything. Intellectual knowledge, we need not ask them because we are studying Shastra. Let us contemplate. Emotional things also, let us not become slave to anyone. Grosser physical things also, we become, the bare minimum only we live on so that we don't depend on anybody. Therefore, we don't become a beggars. We don't ask. उससे क्या होता है पूछने से? एक, we are insulting Bhagwan. Second is, we are expressing our karpanyata, kripanata, or nyunata bhava. Third, we are becoming beggars and slaves. Fourth, we are valuing that object. Fifth, we are putting that person in higher pedestal than us. Then we become slave to the objects and also to the people. And the seventh one is, with every small little thing we take from the world, we become runagrasta. और उसको किसी न किसी तरह से वो चुकाना पड़ता है. That delays, hinders our spiritual growth. Whoever may be that relation, from now onwards. And also, when we don't ask anything, people, they're also happy. Like I don't ask you anything nowadays. So how happy you are? Earlier I used to ask, थोड़ा ये से थोड़ा इसका inform करो उधर करो. I never asked two things. Only one thing. Tell about these classes. Somebody to know. Then that I ask stop now because if the classes are useful, they themselves will come. So when we ask people, they go away from us. And whether they are near us or far away from us, being spiritual seeker, we have to slowly reduce the importance about the things that are required as well as dependency on the people for that, whoever they may be. Instead of that, let us be the givers. In that giving also, gross giving we do for some time. But slowly we have to give the subtler givings. The subtler giving is a kind advice, a very good suggestion, subtler givings, or praying for that person. Then we have to become subtlermost givers. The subtlermost is what gurus give us only in the jnana. Jnana people lete nahi aram se. But to protect ourselves, we should keep giving them. Otherwise, in not giving them, we forget. Like why I talk to you Upanishads, not that you learn all, because you know all that. I talk to you because I remember. If not, I will be forgetting. If I talk only to you, oh Bhakti Shastras, वही मेरे याद रहेगा. If I talk to you only the Dharma Shastra, only I'll be remembering them. If I talk to you only the Artha Shastra, I'll become Artha Purusharthi only. To avoid all that, I do morning, evening, the Vedanta study and speaking to you. So that I am benefited. There was sthula seva to the Jagat of giving the money, physical seva. But don't do it continuously because we are tired, exhausted. Only to one level, to some people only we can do that. Like our parents, like children. That's it. बाकी सबको physical सेवा बहुत जरूरत है तो करना. Especially when they can do themselves. Even children when they grow little, कुछ भी मत करो physical सेवा उनको. Because we have to do the subtler sadhanas, and by doing physical seva to them, we make them lazy. They are anyway fellows at the gross body level. They are not doing any sadhana. Then how can we pamper them to be their Atma and we also come down to that level to serve them? थोड़ा समय करना जब को जरूरत है तो let him do. Tell the husband to make his tea coffee. If he can do any enjoyment of his own independently, if he can smoke cigarette, he must make his tea and coffee. That's it. Because he is doing something, no? They let him do. 24 घंटे you do not do. Enough of it. You can make it. That's simple logic. You make for me. मैं class में बैठा हूँ. The idea is we have to slowly conserve our time and energy. That's the point. We don't have any ill feeling with anyone or anything. It's all sincere, genuine sadhana drishtis. And they should also understand. They should be made understood. You should tell them sentimentally. मैं साधना के लिए जा रहा हूँ, आप मेरे से काम ले रहे हो, इसलिए मेरे साधना डिस्टर्ब हो रहा है, इसके कारण आपको पाप मिल रहा है. He will tell that you are my wife, you should serve me. Otherwise, it is pap. Serve to whom? Not the one who is lazy, not the one who is bhogi, who is working hard in the world and who is doing all that. उनके लिए मैं सेवा. अभी घर में बैठ के टीवी देख रहे हो, I can't serve you. He should be made understood so that he is out of that his dependency on you. He or she, whoever it may be. नहीं तो वो भी ऋणग्रस्त हो जाएंगे. ना खुद हमें किसी के ऋण पड़ना है, ना somebody should be indebted to us. Either ऋणानुबंधम हो जाता है. Then it will be a big bondage next lives sadhana में. So these are very sensitive things, cannot be spoken out in public. But then, because we are sadhakas, it is good to know these subtler things. So slowly give them gross, then going to give one of the subtler, then don't even give subtle also. The emotion and all of that. Oh, bhi kachra hai. Only tattva jnana that is. As we told you, whether they receive or not tattva jnana, by giving them, you are reminding yourself. That's the only thing I do, and that is what I am saved. Because nobody is coming and nobody is listening, I'll stop doing the Tattva Chintana. And to entertain the people, to make more of them to come, if I talk all other things, I will miss it. I'm sadhaka for myself, not for you, no? That I have to realize. And those who really genuinely understand the glory of Tattva Shastra, want to understand, which are very rare, they will come. If they don't come, how does it matter? And Adi Shankara Bhagavan never wrote the books that everybody should study. He wrote, जिसको किस्मत है वो पढ़ेगा नहीं तो भाड़ में जाए. Lord Krishna gave Gita, Vyasji wrote, not thinking that the entire 140 crores to study. उसका औकात होना चाहिए. जिसको किस्मत है वो पढ़ेगा नहीं तो भाड़ में जाए. Isn't it? That's the clarity. But we have to be in touch with the truth. Therefore, we give them the Tattvika. In fact, every day, all these four things physical, make bhojana and give to the children. Emotional, give the love and confidence that I am there. Intellectual, tell them to live the life of dharma and values. Spiritual, reminding of them of the truth. All four sevas as parents, grandparents, to the children you have to do. In fact, the best technique is first to start spiritual. बिकॉज़ वो बोल दिया, क्यों तो वो हमेशा पेंडिंग रह जाता है। दैट्स व्हाई आई डू उपनिषद क्लास फर्स्ट, नहीं तो ये पेंडिंग हो जाएगा। फर्स्ट उपनिषद, तो फर्स्ट स्पिरिचुअल थॉट दे दो उनको, फिर इंटेलेक्चुअल यू टेल देम, देन इमोशनली, देन भोजन खिलाओ। दैट्स व्हाट यू नो, अर्ली मॉर्निंग ब्रह्म मुहूर्त, द स्पिरिचुअल मेडिटेशन। देयर आफ्टर द उपासना यज्ञ वी डू। Is it na? After spiritual के बाद intellectual, then whatever is required for the home, then emotional we give everything. In the same way, we should help them. But we should not take anything from them, ask. Even if they give, no need. Because no need. You know, the children say, Amma, I'll take you to shopping, I'll get you this sari, that dress. Why itne pade hai? Don't waste time. If only they take you to pilgrimage, you go. Mother, I want to take you to, वो बोलते हैं ना बद्री केदार अयोध्या, अब जाओ उनके साथ, not the other things. In that way, one thing today we learned, be a giver, not the receiver, the two subtler and subtler. Otherwise, we cheat them. When you give them gross more and more, we also get cheated. Very subtle thought it is, takes time to digest. 4 years time is good. You have taken, I have given, I have taken. So we can discuss this crucial thing today. Second point is very simple. Key in this world, no, everybody is doing something and achieving something. Are we also getting inspired from them? And on the doing front, very strong to achieve? Or on the name of spirituality, we are becoming lazy? Oh, dekhna hai. As we saw the other day, as much the worldly people work hard in the world for the worldly things, more than them we have to work hard. But our goal is spiritual. That tadap inside, it should grow. They are achieving so much money. I also must achieve. Not money, but my bhakti to the Lord, my bhakti to the Guru, my jnanam of the Shastras. Ityadi, seeing the people, we have to inspire. And our goal is sadhana. And for sadhana, the third thing, the fourth is what? The reminder of ourselves to be, मैं आध्यात्मिक साधक हूँ, मैं आध्यात्मिक साधक हूँ. अब इतना कह कह करके वाकई हमें उबरना है. Isn't it? Like the doctor should say, I'm doctor, then all inhibitions, all hesitations, all doubts, जो भी है सब चला जाएगा उनमें. Then he will be convinced himself as doctor. Then he goes to that chamber, he sits there, patients come, he treats, it becomes his nature. I'm politician. Then all the fear, doubts go away. Then he becomes so. So to I'm terrorist. तो इन द इनिशियल डेज थोड़ा सा उनको ह्यूमैनिटी वगैरह होता है. बट धीरे धीरे बिकॉज ही इज ट्रेन्ड दैट वे हिमसेल्फ, ट्रेन्ड बाय अदर्स, ही बिकम्स कटर टेररिस्ट, मरने मारने को भी तैयार होता है. So as one for long time thinks oneself to be, so one becomes. This point we have to encash for positivity. Very essential also. Consciously, if I don't do the practice that I am sadhaka, then unconsciously, naturally, what is happening through me as a samsari, it will continue. बिकॉज कुछ तो है हम ऑलरेडी कौन है संसारी है फिर वो चलता ही रहेगा इफ आई डोंट रिप्लेस इट बाय द कॉन्शियस थॉट दैट द आध्यात्मिक का सीकर मैं हूँ कॉन्शियसली करना है हु एम आई एम स्पिरिचुअल सीकर आई एम स्पिरिचुअल सीकर then what is that seeking then it is guru brahma tattva and the vichara dhyana all the sadhanas required you know we have to be very careful. We can't avoid fully to be away from the world because we need the world. But because we are in the world, with every interaction, we tend to forget that we are sadhakas. That's the biggest, toughest challenge it is. Being in the world of people, situations, events, every time we identify घर में है तो गृहस्थ है अब पति के साथ तो वाइफ है बच्चे बात कर रहे हैं तो मदर बन गए तो दिस आर ऑल वी कांट अवॉइड नौकर आते तो मालकिन बन गए सिस्टर आए तो सिस्टर बन गए ब्रदर आए तो वी आर बिकमिंग समथिंग बट वी आर फॉरगेटिंग टू बी साधक सो इट इज टफ बट देयर इज नो वे अंदर लगातार चलना है आई एम द सीकर ऑफ ट्रूथ आई एम सीकर ऑफ ट्रूथ सीकर ऑफ ट्रूथ you know right now if you close our eyes and see how much strong is this thought that I am seeker not there therefore the natural thing that I am doer of this, I am gainer of this. This is what we'll be talking today very exhaustively when we take up the Upanishad mantra. कुछ ना कुछ बन ही रहे लेकिन जो है उसको पाने के लिए कुछ हो ही नहीं रहा हमारे अंदर. The seeker in me is so light, delicate, suppressed, as good as is not there only. The samsara is very, very strong. So this we have to slowly change. And as we have to change, conviction helps us. Intellectual knowledge of Shastra, that is only seeking the truth gives moksha, the seeker of it, that's required. And some ruthlessnesses to reject our own wrong notions which we hold in our heart, and some ruthlessness to cut short the emotional slaveries, whatever we have. Otherwise, the whole life chalta rahega. Like in this life, if I am bound in emotion, they were not able to ruthlessly say that I am seeker because this dirty thing I carried from the earlier life. That in earlier life I was so sentimental fool that I could not intellectually convince myself that I am the seeker of the truth. उसका असर अब है आप इसका इलाज नहीं करें तो we'll next life also will be a sentimental fellow fool sold out to everything forgetting that he is a seeker. For everyone it is. Only to the Guru, to the God, to the Shastra, to our sadhana, we have to be emotionally bound because emotions work. Emotions add, like Hanumanji. When he had to give Rama Sandesha to Sita, he brought the emotion. First he cried. Asakahi gada gada bhayahu kabhi. He tells I listen give. So now Rama Sandesha and he cried because that's the situation that's required. So when I have the emotion of gratitude to my God, I remember whatever He has given, then my thought will go towards Him. He is giving me so much, then what He is expecting from me? He wants me to be a sadhaka, bhakta, a banja. If I become again emotional towards my Guru, a question will come so much He is giving me jnanam, what He is expecting from me. Let me do it. He wants only our sadhana and growth. वहाँ हो सकता है एंड पर्सन हैज गॉन टू द इंटेलेक्चुअल कन्विक्शन लेवल अब इमोशन का भी जरूरत नहीं you know I was watching yesterday the big episode of the Israel all officers they have transcended the emotional level they're all the intellectual level enough of it these fellows from 2006 onwards one way or the other going on attacking us Now, all in all out the attack only. They are not giving up only. नो फियर एट ऑल. वो लोग जितना इमोशनल होके चिल्लाते हैं वो बिल्ली बन गए वागड़ बिल्ली. कुछ चुप. ऑल द मुस्लिम कंट्रीज कुछ नहीं कर रहे अभी. ही इज गोइंग ऑन बम्बार्डिंग, ब्लास्टिंग एंड फिनिशिंग बिकॉज इंटेलेक्चुअली कन्विंस. उनके आंखों में, उनके चेहरे में रेडी टू मारो और रेडी टू मारो. Just going all the way. And the two most peaceful religions of the world are killing each other. Peace seeking religions killing each other. They also know emotion they had. That's why they become terrorists. You know, in that yesterday in that Lebanon, Beirut, how many people have celebrated the death of that leader? Their own people. Because उनको पता है ये उकसा रहा है सबको, इसलिए टेररिज्म बढ़ रहा है. That should percolate to all parts where terrorism is there. That should go away actually. The thought of being terrorizing others, that too on the name of religion, should go away. Any issue is there, intellectually sort out. There are truths there. That's it. कुछ भी हो जाए. जिनको intellectual conviction होता है, they need not have even emotion for the sadhana. So emotional sadhana itself is different than bhakti marga. So by the way, how many things we saw? Four of them. First one is be a giver to the world, not a receiver, that too of the higher things. Second, observe the world. They are achieving so many things. We also should achieve. Third is our achievements are only spiritual. Fourth is therefore all the time remind that seeker, seeker. Then as a seeker, what am I doing? Then let me do. Already I am doing, let me do it more intensely, more beautifully. Let me remove it, remove all obstacles. Let me not create obstacles. I myself am a Vigna to my own sadhana. Because of this, because of this, because of this. Let me eliminate them, let me eliminate them. मैं ही हूँ मेरे साधना के लिए, मेरे लिए शत्रु. Because of these things. So I have to consciously develop, remove all those self-created obstacles. Finally, भगवान हमको उस स्थान में ले जाते हैं where we have to realize that we ourselves are our own Shatru for our own sadhana. Our own vasana is our Shatru, our own intellectual non-conviction is our Shatru, our emotional slavery is our Shatru, our gratification of the senses is Shatru, our too much identification, worry with the Sharira is our Shatru. हमारा और कौन है बाहर कोई आते नहीं हमारे पास बेचारे हमें डिस्टर्ब करने को. World is very happy with us because we are useless, good for nothing. They gave us up. Lucky we are. So in that way, we will be realizing, we should realize it, sort out one by one things. May God give us clarity, conviction in all these things very soon. Om, Om, Om. Om Sahanavavatu Sahanam Bhunaktu Sah Viryam Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Vamsa Rushibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhyah. Om Yerime Guruvi Purvam Pada Vakya Pramanatah Vyakyata Sarva Vedantaha Tan Nityam Pranatosmyaham Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashyakruta Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah निधये सर्वविद्यानां विषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः. ॐ श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्. ॐ सुकृतेऽधिकृते बहुधा भवतो भविता समदर्शनलालसता अतिदीनमिमं परिपालय मां भवशङ्करदेशिकमे शरणम्. ॐ ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि. परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्मविद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः. श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदाचार्येभ्यो नमः. संकल्पः तेषां कृपया उपनिषदुक्तब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्षसिद्ध्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिक हैन्दवसंस्कृतेः पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्ति विषय आध्यात्मिक प्रगति एकता शांति पूर्ववृद्ध्यर्थम श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिवकृष्णादि मंदिराणां पुनर्वाप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातनधर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तर शत्रु निर्मूलन वैदिक हैंदव संस्कृतेः सुप्रतिष्ठार्थं सनातनधर्म संस्थापकानाम् अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थमनेक शास्त्र अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये कृष्ण यजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतर उपनिषद अद्य शंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मोक्षार्थम एवं सर्वे करिष्यामहे आदौ पारायणं. Let us do from 6th to 10th mantra of तृतीयोऽध्यायः. ॐ 6th one. यामिषुं गिरिशन्धहस्ते विवर्ष्यस्तवे शिवां गिरित्रतां कुरु माहिंसीः पुरुषं जगत् ततः परं ब्रह्म परं बृहन्तं यथा निकायं सर्वभूतेषु गूढं विश्वस्यैकं परिवेष्टितारम् ईशं तं ज्ञात्वा अमृता भवन्ति वेदाहमेतं पुरुषं महान्तम् आदित्यवर्णं तमसः परस्तात् तमेव विदित्वा अतिमृत्युमेति नान्यः पन्था विद्यते यनाय यस्मात् परं नापरमस्ति किञ्चित् यस्मात् नानीयो न ज्यायोऽस्ति कश्चित् वृक्ष इव स्तब्धो दिवि तिष्ठत्येकः तेनेदं पूर्णं पुरुषेण सर्वं ततो यदुत्तरतरं तदरूपमनामयं य एतद्विदुरमृतास्ते भवन्ति अतेतरे दुःखमेवापि यन्ति. ओम शांति शांति शांति. अथ प्रथमोऽध्यायः शांति मंत्रः. ओम सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः. ओम शांति शांति शांतिः. ओमथ सप्तमो मंत्रः. ओम उद्गीतमेतत् परमं तु ब्रह्म तस्मिन् त्रयं सुप्रतिष्ठाक्षरं च अत्रान्तरं ब्रह्मविदो विदित्वा लीना ब्रह्मणि तत्परा योनिमुक्ताः. So tasmin trayam, hope we have understood that the bhokta, bhogya and prerita, all the three in their substratum have Parabrahma only. Therefore tasmin trayam. And he is the Supratishta. And he himself is Akshara. Then what are the sadhanas to be done? Tatparaha, Leenaha Brahmani, then what is called? Yoni Muktaha. Tatparaha is, that should be our goal. Then Leena Parabrahmani, merging in that Brahma. Then Yoni Muktaha, then we are freed from getting limited by getting entered into any yoni and forced to identify with the upadhis. So Tatparaha Brahmani Leenaha Yoni Muktaha. Tatparaha. Then the second one is Brahmani Leenaha. Then the Yoni Muktaha. Tatparata should come. So again and again we are reminded of the truth only in all through Upanishads. Therefore, hundreds and hundreds of times when we study the Upanishad, the peculiar thing happens is we will never understand the Brahman, but the Brahman is the goal, it becomes clear to us. Then Brahman is not an object to understand, not an object to be seen by the Upadhis. Then he is the experienced when we go beyond the Upadhis. That conviction starts coming to us that I have to go beyond the Upadhi to experience the Brahman to get moksha. शास्त्रों का सबसे बड़ा ये देन है. And there is only way for the mukti. Remember, being in upadhis, we can never be mukta because upadhi itself is limited. It's bound, limited. Nirupadhika rupena only we are mukta. And problem with us is because we live with upadhi, we think that is the only way the existence is possible. And we never studied Shastra. Now we are studying Shastra, then slowly the conviction will come. Nirupadhika Rupena Astitva is there. That is the real Astitva. In that only there is the Mukta Anubhava. Like in any example for example's sake. Don't misunderstand. So the Nirupadhika Rupena, a man is happy. Who says he can't be? So Upadhika is maybe father or husband or anything. But there are so much conditioned on. He is a free bird as a man from these bondages. When he is a man, isn't it? उपाधि आते ही सब सुख मिलता होगा उनको उनके द्वारा, पर उसके साथ बर्डन बोझ भी है ना. Through the Dehendra Mana Prana Buddhi Upadhi, we may get some ticklings or pleasures. But the limitation is there, struggle is there, fears are there. Continuously you have to maintain them. सब है. And secondly, when the Shastras say when there are Jivan Muktas who got Mukti by identifying themselves with the Nirupadhika Brahma, should it not inspire us about the possibility of it, about the greatness of it? Then we turn ourselves towards that as the goal. We ourselves save ourselves from this samsara, and is the only way. Only by seeking the eternal that we get liberated from seeking and bound by the ephemeral. Don't try to look for an alternative in this understanding. केवल इटर्नल परमात्मा को पाने का प्रयत्न और पाने से ही मोक्ष है. जो उनसे अलावा जो देश काल आदि से बद्ध जो उपाधियां हैं, उसको पाने का संकल्प से लेकर उसको पाने तक भी नथिंग बट बॉन्डेज. वी हैव टू रियलाइज इट स्लोली. टेक्स टाइम because easily those convictions in our heart regarding let me live life with the upadhis will not yield, will not go easily. They are the cutter fanatic terrorist type convictions they are. Some people who are very fanatically cutter pankti hote hain. In every religion a group of people are there. Cutter pankti bolte hain. Others are there, thoda they are matured, they understand. उनको फिर थोड़ा they know the limitations thing समझ. पर कोई कट्टर पंक्ति होते, the Sikh कट्टर पंक्ति लोग, बाप रे, डेंजरस. द हिंदू कट्टर पंक्ति लोग कुछ लोग, द इस्लामिस्ट कट्टर पंक्ति लोग, क्रिश्चियन कुछ होते हो, यू कांट टच देम ऑन. यू सी द अदर डे द इंटरव्यू किया जा रहा था कुछ लोग, दे वर आस्क्ड कि डू यू एग्री दिस टेररिस्ट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, ही सेज या. अरे जो लोगों को इतना मार रहे यार, फिर भी कहते फिर भी दे आर राइट दिस. अरे that interviewer was asking the common people when they are answering, no, ऐसे ही मारना है बोल. अरे how can you talk of killing somebody, उसको दिमाग काम नहीं कर रहा हो. How can you kill if every religion writes that if those who don't believe us we will kill them, then will there anybody be alive? Then which religion will be there, for whose sake? The basic thought itself is wrong, but they are brainwashed in such a way that they are not allowed to talk against what they are written, though it is wrong. इसलिए in Hinduism's glories, what they ask, that alone is told. And whatever is told from this side, it is not insisted. It is you who understand and get conviction and yatechasi tathakur. That's the glory of Hinduism, because Hinduism cannot misguide anybody, cannot take the authority that we can guide you somebody. Hinduism says it is you, yourself is there in you only. You have this doubt, ask, I give you answer. But taking the answer is your job. And doing is yourself. Don't blame me later on. So after all Gita said, Bhagavan neither said to Arjuna, fight the war, nor he said, go and meditate. He said, yatechasi tata. That is glory of Hinduism. So kattar pankti. So our vasanas are very kattar pankti hote hain. For them to go away, it takes lot of time. In the class, they appear to be, yeah, those notions have gone away. Now I am the seeker of the truth or the eternal. I'll only work for it. And all these inside convictions of the world, they look at us as a joker and they laugh. बैठ एक घंटा क्लास में बाहर आ दिखाते. The moment we go outside, don't come out the houses because it's hailstorm is happening or bombing is happening. तो बाहर गए हम, वो हेयर स्टॉर्म या बॉम्बिंग हो जाता है हमारा. So the moment we go out of it, the whole heart will bombard us and bomb us. And both हो गया तुम्हारा ब्रह्म छोड़, your body only now. And how kindly we oblige that thing. You know, these all have to change. That's why it takes time. And so much pain, both to Guru to teach and convince, etc. Double is the pain to the disciples, students, because they are at such lower level and it is comfortable also. Discarding that comforts and coming to the uncomfortable zone is so tough a sacrifice. Pain, pain. That is why, every delivery is a pain for both mother and child. Every creation is a pain, For the bird to give up its bud status and for the flower to blossom, there's a pain. In every evolution, there is pain. In every achievement, you cannot avoid it at all. Knowing it, when we accept it and put efforts, then that thing happens. Anyway, so Brahmani, Tatparaha, Brahmani Linaha, Yoni Mukta. We were talking so far about the Yoni Mukta means freed from the Upadhi, the Nirupadhika Brahmanubhuti. That's called as Mukta. Therefore, by saying Yoni Mukta, the Mukti is defined. Mukti means freedom from the Yoni. Yoni means birth. Birth means conditioned in any Upadhi. And how do you do so? Linam Brahmani. Only when we go out of our Jiva Bhava, enter into Atman Bhava, Brahmanu Bhava, that you become Yoni Mukta. And how do you do that? Tatparaha. If that alone as the goal is not there, then you are only postponing. And exclusiveness in our heart regarding Paramatma as the goal, only then exclusively we do sadhana to reach it out. Then only it is achieved, not otherwise. Therefore, Tatparaha, Brahmanilinaha, Yoni Muktaha is a beautiful guidance. Those with that Tatparatva, single pointedness, try and reach to that Brahmalaya, Brahmanubhuti, they are Mukta from Yoni. Mukti from the Yoni is Mukti. And that glory of the Atman is in Akshara. And it is a Pratishtha for all these three. Then we are giving reality to them. The Jnata, Jnanam, Gneyam. No, they are supported with the Brahman, and I am that. And that is imperishable Akshara. है ना उद्गीतमेतत् परमं तु ब्रह्म तस्मिन् त्रयं सुप्रतिष्ठा अक्षरं च अत्रात्मनि ब्रह्मविदो विदित्वा लीना ब्रह्मणि तत्परः योनिमुक्ता. That way, a beautiful shloka we have concluded with Bhashyam quotations also from various Yogi Yagnavalkya Smriti ityadi. Conclude. Now let us come to the eighth mantra, Ashtamo mantra, with the Avatarika Sambandha Bhashya. First Sambandhamasham, when the mantrocharana twice, then we see the meaning of the mantra, then we study with the Bhashya. Let us see, are we able to grasp what Guru wants to convey through that. Some mantras talk about the explanation of the Brahma Tattva, some glorify it, some tell us the sadhanas to reach, some tell where do we go wrong, where we go wrong and how to correct it. In this way, each mantra heart we have to grasp, connect it with the earlier mantra and next one, connect every one of them with the total theme. Total theme of Upanishad is only to teach us Brahmatmaikya Bodha. And our sadhana is to reach that. And that is where already whatever is obstructing it, removing that is sadhana. Anyway, coming to this point now, I am doing the Sambandha Bhasha for the Ashtama mantra. Nanu, listen carefully. Nanu, sir, I have doubt. Purvapakshi says, Advitiye Paramatmani Abhyupagamya Mane. Advitiye Paramatmani Abhyupagamya Mane. When the Paramatma is Advitiya, Ekameva Advitiyam. To this conclusion, when you have arrived, Advitiya Paramatma में अभितः उपगमनम. Avita means चारों तरफ से. Upa means nazdik. Gamana means समझना. Going goes with the knowledge. I came to know. Came means physically. English meaning came means I came. But the came to know is not you went anywhere physically. You have understood. So Gama Dhatu used for the Jnanam. Therefore, Abhi Upagamya Mane. Very closely, very clearly when it is understood. What is that? Advitiye Parabrahmani. Paramatmani. Advitiye Paramatmani Abhivagamya Mane. When the Paramatma is Ekameva Advitiya Brahma, other than his, there is nothing. When to that conclusion you come, then Jiveshwarayorapi Vibhaga Abhavat. The Jiva Ishvara Vibhaga is only in Dvaita. So you have rejected Dvaita in the Brahman. Therefore, Jiva Ishvara Vibhaga is not possible. Because of this, what you said in the third, fourth line in the earlier mantra, ki लीनाः ब्रह्मणि iti. इन ब्रह्मन लीन हो गया इति जीवानाम ब्रह्म एकत्व परा लय श्रुति. Jiva merging in Brahman. That Laya Shruti means the Shruti which talked about the Laya Shruti Anupamanna Eva. Because when there is only Ekameva Advaya Brahma, where is Jiva? Then where is the question of Laya in that? What is the Upanishadic ultimate thought? Advitiya Brahma. Then how came the same Upanishad talking about the Jiva merging in the Brahman as if there are two? तुम तो बोल ही रहे हो ब्रह्म ही अल्टीमेट है वन विदाउट सेकंड अद्वितीय ब्रह्म is abhyupagamyamana. Then how come this laya shruti of Leena Brahmani Tatpara Yoni Mukta? So Advitiye Paramatmani Abhyupagamyamane, when Paramatma is Ekamevadhyam Brahma, to that conclusion we have arrived, Shruti Yukti ke dwara, then Jiveshwarayorapi Vibhaga Bhavat. There is no differentiation that somebody is Jiva, somebody is Ishvara. Therefore, Leena Brahmani iti Jivanam Brahma Atma Ekapara Laya Shruti. Brahma Ekatva Para Laya Shruti. Leena Brahmani, you said no, Tatpara, etc. That is Anupavanna Eva. It doesn't suit, it doesn't become meaningful. It is not possible. Because if there are two things, one will merge in the other one. Like the fire is there, you offer the ahutis in that. There's a milk is there, you offer sugar in it. The ocean is there, the rivers go and merge in it. So the two things when they are there, merge, when you have concluded one without second, why did you use that word? You should stop there, no? One Brahman. That, why do you said Leena Brahmani? This Shruti is not suitable. It doesn't, is not correct. It is not possible. आपको ऐसा कहना नहीं चाहिए कि ब्रह्म में लय हुआ करके. Even to Mahatmas, Gurus, we say, no, when they leave शरीर ब्रह्म लीन हो गए. पहले ब्रह्म फैट थे क्या कि अब लीन हो गए. He was always Brahman only. He was never lean or fat or thin. When we talk some words, there, what is said outside for layman's understanding, what should be deeply understood is different. Indifferent. Brahma लीन हो गए. Can anybody in time be away from other than apart from Brahman? Physical, the literal meaning can't be suitable there. You have to go beyond the word meaning to understand Vedanta. So, Laya Shruti Anupanna Eva, it is not possible because there are not two. Two है तो एक दूसरे में merge होगा. You have sorted out it is Brahman is Ekamevatma. कहाँ से जीव आया, कहाँ से ईश्वर आया, और where the jiva merging in ईश्वर. So therefore, Leena Laya Shruti Anupanna Eva iti Ashankya. Keeping these questions arrival in the mind of Urvapakshi. Guru Maharaj is answering. And what is he answering? From what standpoint is answering? पहले ही बता रहे हमारे शंकर भगवान से ऐसा लिसन केयरफुली व्यवहार अवस्थायाम only in the व्यवहारिक अवस्था level, transactional level only, जीव ईश्वरयोः of the jiva and ishvara upadhitah vibhagam darshayitva. From the standpoint of the upadhis, there is a difference that Shruti Mata shows. So where is the difference? Difference is in the vyavahara. And what is the difference based on the upadhikruta? तो उपाधिकृत व्यवहारार्थ भेद बताकर देन दर्शयित्वा तत्विज्ञानात् अमृतत्वं दर्शयति. And by indicating to us the knowledge of knowing the Tat Brahma, the Amrita, the Moksha also is shown. So therefore, there are two standpoints. One is absolute Brahman standpoint. Brahman has never become Jiva Ishvara Jagat. But are we in that experience now? Right now? Hai, so then you don't ask this question. We are asking question means we are at this side. When we are this side, to reach to that side, we have to start from where we are, from that side only. Therefore, Sopadika Rupena Jiva Ishvara Bheda is there. Point 1. 2. In the mantra it will be told, we will tell that in advance only. This Ishvara, though he is Sopadika, is not bound by the Upadhi, therefore he is not a samsari. Jiva is bound by his Upadhi because his Upadhi is limited. Therefore he is a safari, he suffers. What Jiva has to do then? Only two things. His Upadhi, which is Vyashti, has to offer it to the Samashti. That is where the Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga come into picture. When he threw the Upasana to the Ishvara, he offered his Upadhis to the Lord. Okay, to the Samashti. Now there is a chance for him easily to identify with the Nirupadhika Brahman. At the Nirupadhika Brahman level, as you said, no Ishvara, no Jiva. So therefore, the Sopadhika Samashti Ishvara is an intermediate, immediate, necessary expression of the divinity for the Jiva to surrender and do Bhasana so that he comes out of his limited Upadhi Tadat. So that it becomes easy for him to discover his Nirupadhika Brahmasthiti, which alone is the giver of moksha. तो ईश्वर है कि नहीं हमारे उपासना के लिए? उपासना के लिए है, रियली नहीं है. रियली कौन है? ब्रह्म ही है. बट साधना काल में रियली है. सो यू हैव टू डू साधना. Therefore, that's what Hanuman ji. Whenever the moment I enter into Upadhi level, I am your Dasa Sevaka. The moment I am entering into me, I and you are not two. There is only one Atman. देह बुद्धिया दासोस्मि हम जीव बुद्धिया तदंशः ईश्वर बुद्धिया तदेवाहम्. That's what all the devatas do. That's why when you talk about glory of Shiva, we are told Brahma, Vishnu serve him. When you see the glory of Vishnu, we see Brahma and Shiva is serving him. जब ब्रह्म का पुराणम पढ़ते हैं तो Vishnu and Shiva are serving him. What do you mean by it? When we say the Brahma, Vishnu are serving Ishvara, means there Ishvara is said to be with Samashti Upadhi. ब्रह्म विष्णु आर विद लिमिटेड उपाधि. सो द लिमिटेड उपाधि वाले समष्टि उपाधि को सेवा कर उपाधि लेवल निरुपाधिक रूपेण ब्रह्म विष्णु महेश्वर इज साक्षात परम ब्रह्म. That clarity we have to have, isn't it? And ट्रांजैक्शनल लेवल साधना लेवल में द रियलिटी द्वैत है, अदरवाइज साधना नहीं होता. दो द गोल इज परमात्मा. So till we become very convinced and very deep in our meditation level, we have to take the help of these things. Like when you climb the building, you don't need the stairs or the ladder. But till you climb, other than the stair or ladder, there's no way. Isn't it? Like the Advaita Sthavaka Adi Shankara Bhagavan, at the sadhana kala, if he doesn't accept the Advaita of the Guru and Shishya, then whom is he teaching? Why is he writing the books? Why he is telling us to do the upasana? How did he write so many stotrams? So because he wrote stotrams, he taught us, he wrote the books. Does it mean therefore he is accepting that Dvaita is real? No. Remember, Dvaita is the means, Advaita is the goal. Means through that Dvaita only you have to travel. गुरु से पाठ नहीं पढ़ोगे, शास्त्र नहीं पढ़ोगे, ईश्वर उपासना नहीं करोगे, then how do we transcend those upadhis because of which we are limited as a jiva? There is no other way. And after doing that, we should not hold on to that. That's why Sarvadharman Krutva, Sarvadharman Pariteja, Mamekam Sharanam Raja. Use all your upadhis to serve me the total. Thereafter, drop the upadhi identity, identify with the reality which is beyond upadhi. That's what Yoni Muktaha Parabrahmane Lena. That will be explained in this mantra. So, what is the prashna of the Purvapakshi? When Ekamevadvyam Brahma is sorted out to be final, in that there should be no Dvaita, then there is no Jiva Ishvara Bheda, then how the Leena Shruti is come, it is Anupapanna. Guru Maharaj says, absolutely after reaching the goal, there is no Dvaita, but at the Vyavahara Kala, the Dvaita of Upadhi is there, and that Vyavahara, because of our immaturity, we make it as samsara. And first see Advaita Brahma alone is there. Second, in that Dvaita is Kalpita. Third, that Kalpita Dvaita is used for Vyavahara. Fourth, that Vyavahara is converted into Samsara. We have to travel reverse. We are in Samsara Pakka, make it minimum kar do usko, that is, do it only Vyavahara. And Vyavahara also take it to the Kalpita level. Kalpana also you drop by realizing the reality. रियलिटी से कल्पना हुआ कल्पना से व्यावहारिक द्वैत हुआ वही तक व्यावहारिक द्वैत वी मेड एन इश्यू कॉल्ड एज संसार अब मेक नथिंग एज एन इश्यू कॉल्ड samsara only live at the life level vyavahar nothing to go again nothing to lose I am there placed with these upadhis with that duty I am doing vyavahar और कुछ व्यवहार को नेक्स्ट लेवल में ले जाओ even this is kalpita if this is kalpita then what is substratum the brahma tattva. So therefore, we as a seekers, listeners, should be kind towards the Guru and Shastras, to be kind to ourselves, that with their kindness to guide us in sadhana, talking about this Sopadika Dvaita for the Upasana. You have to be kind to them to understand. If we become ruthless, we don't understand them. If we don't understand them, then we don't do sadhana because we are not kind to ourselves. है ना? Don't be harsh to the Guru and Shastra because you don't understand. Then you suffer. You know, you have to be kind and soft to the doctor. Then only he will treat us. When he treats, we become better. What is the harshness toward the Guru? आप तो कहते हो एकमेवाद्वयम् ब्रह्म. Where is Ishwara and Jiva? I am not Jiva. I am Ishwara. I am Brahman already. I will not do Upasana. Actually, that's a fact. But when when we have transcended the upadhis, never conviction or experience. And the one who transcends the upadhi and experiences, will not have any inhibition or hesitation again to come back to the upadhi level and serve. He will not an issue. Then he will not have this rigid questioning. तो क्वेश्चन कर रहा है एक अर्थ तो युवा को पहुंचा नहीं है पहुंचा ही नहीं इसलिए कि पहुंचना पड़ता है पहुंचने टाइम यू हैव टू डू द रिक्वायर्ड साधना ठीक है लेट अस चैंट द मंत्र ट्वाइस संयुक्तमेतत्क्षरमक्षरं च व्यक्ताव्यक्तं भरते विश्वमीशः अनीशश्चात्मा बध्यते भोक्तृभावात् ज्ञात्वा देवं मुच्यते सर्वपाशैः संयुक्तमेतत्क्षरमक्षरं च व्यक्ताव्यक्तं भरते विश्वमीशः अनीशश्चात्मा बध्यते भोक्तृभावात् ज्ञात्वा देवं मुच्यते सर्वपाशैः. Friends, in this mantra, there are some truths which are revealed, some knowledges which are given are of very, very importance, great importance. Let us focus on this. Okay. So the literal meaning of this shloka is Sanyuktam etat. Sanyuktam etat is they are interconnected to each other. Sanyuktam etat. What are they? Ksharam, Aksharam cha. One is perishable, another is imperishable. Kshara and Akshara. What is said? Etas Sanyuktam Ksharam Aksharam. Same in Gita. Dvavimau Purusha Loke Ksharascha Akshara Evacha. Again in the Gita only, in the 7th chapter, Paraprakriti, Aparaprakriti. Same thing in his Munda Upanishad as two birds, isn't it? Dvasuparna Sayuja Sakhaya Samanam Ruksham. Isn't it? Two birds are spoken. So the way of telling example is different, but what they are conveying is this only. Kshara and Akshara, there are two, but they are connected to each other. In these two, one is Vyakta, another is Avyakta. So संयुक्तम एतद क्षरम अक्षरम च ये जुड़वा है अक्षर है अक्षर है अक्षर अक्षर में क्षर इज व्यक्त अक्षर इज अव्यक्त okay bharate vishwamisha and there is the vishwa made out of these two vyakta avyakta kshara akshara so the first word used is kshara and akshara same thing is told as vyakta and avyakta then both together is called the entire vishwa so the whole vishwa is what vyakta avyakta is equal to kshara akshara And this whole Vishwa Vyakta and Vakta Kshara Akshara is Bharate, supported by, upheld by the Ishaha. So this Vishwam of the Kshara Akshara, this Vishwam of the Vyakta Vyakta is Bharate, is supported by Ishaha. Therefore, remember that the Parabrahman is here Ishvara. The Avyakta, then the Akshara is the Maya. The Vyakta and Kshara is the Avidya. Now that Brahman is supporting both of them. Second, that Brahman alone through Akshara and Avyakta is Ishvara. That Brahman alone with Kshara and Vyakta is Jiva. So the Kshara and Akshara are the Upadhis at the Vyashti and Samashti level. Through the Upadhi, Paramatma is here at the Vyakta Akshara level called Jiva, at the Avyakta Akshara level called Ishvara. Ishvara with his Samashti Upadhi is not bound by that. Therefore, he doesn't need sadhana. He is already just focus on himself. He is already in his Brahma Anubhuti. But at the Upadhi level, as an Akshara and Avyakta, he just guides all the Vyashti, Kshara, Vyakta, Tadatma, you and I, Jiva. So as we said in the introduction, when I as a Jiva identify with this, therefore I am Kshara and Vyakta, I have to do the Upasana of that Akshara and Avyakta. With what? With my Upadhis. So that my identity with my Upadhis is given up this only way. है ना? उपाधियों का तादात्म्य कैसा छूटेगा? ये कहाँ से आया? व्यष्टि से, समष्टि से आया. Only by merging in samashti. How the river loses its name and form, which is limiting it. Only when it merges in the total from where it came, called as ocean. है ना? Otherwise, the ocean also by substratum is water. The river also is substratum is water. But now the river is different because of its name and form. What it does, the Nama Rupa Upadhi, it merges in Samudra. That is the only thing which was separating. Otherwise, from water standpoint, whether it is here or there, everything is one Brahman only. So Brahman alone is there in the Ishvara. Brahman alone is there in the Jiva. That is Samashti Upadhi, Vyashti. The Jiva, to realize Brahman, he will have to dispose of his Upadhis. How do you do it? By doing Upasana to Samashti Ishvara. Ishvara is not goal. The Upasana to the Ishvara when you do, for any other phala, then we get again those upadhis and we get those bhoga, but not moksha. Yoni mukta nahi hoenge. But when we niswartha bhava se do the upasana, for the antakarana shuddhi sake, when we do upasana, in that these upadhis are offered to that. We are not asking anything, so antakarana shuddhi hua. Then I'm not, what is antakarana shuddhi? Easily we are able to withdraw our identity from the upadhis. The only one question remains, if I am not Sopadika Jiva, who am I? You are the Nirupadika Brahman. Brahman alone is there as Jiva as Ishvara. Goal is neither Jiva nor the Ishvara. Goal is being one with Brahman. But right now I am Jiva because Vyashti Upadhi. Now you do the Samashti Upasana. So when you do Samashti Upasana with the Vyashti, then what's happening? Your Upadhis are going away. To that extent, you are discovering your oneness with Brahman. That is called Leena. तो एक्चुअल लीन नहीं हो रहे वहां, उपाधियां लय हो रहे हैं इंडिविजुअल का टोटल में. बिकॉज ऑफ द उपाधि ओनली देयर वाज separation that somebody is Ishvara, somebody is Jiva. There is no Jiva, no Ishvara, only Brahman is there. है ना? समष्टि उपाधि one is a boss, व्यष्टि उपाधि and the junior her subordinate. उपाधियों के कारण है ना वो. तो दोनों साइड में रखो, they are ordinary citizen voter of the state. That's it. We are all Nirupadhi Rupena commonly in citizens of Bharat Mata. That way we are all one. When you take a upadhi, कोई president, prime minister, ये सब all आ जाता. So Nirupadhikena, this is what Tattvamasi Mahavakya also teaches. Tattvamasi Mahavakya, व्यष्टि समष्टि उपाधियों को छोड़कर देखो कहते हैं. Through समष्टि उपाधि we call as Tattva, through व्यष्टि उपाधि we call Tam. A Tattva and Tam have the उपाधि युक्त meaning, निरुपाधिक meaning. उपाधि युक्त से जीव ईश्वर का स्वामी है, ईश्वर जीव का हमेशा सेवक है. But when you drop both of them, Tattvam-asi. Tatat Brahmasi, Tvam Brahmasi, and Tvam Brahmasi. That Tat also Brahman, Ishvara, this Tvam Jiva also Brahman, and Brahman alone is real. We have to come to that experience. Then just observe how much we are now with the Upadhi Tadatmya and all. So therefore the Karma Yoga, Upasana Yoga, to get out of Upadhi Tadatmya. Without this, the intellectual conviction that I am Brahman cannot be practiced on the seat of meditation to reach. Because ये नहीं किया ना consciously merging the individual उपाधि in total. So I am having individual उपाधि. वो छोड़ेंगे कि हमको पकड़ के खींचेंगे. Like if you don't put your children to the school or college, they will be nagging to you. So put them, you are free. So to if your husband doesn't go to the office, at home he will be nagging only. ये बनाओ, वो बनाओ, ये खाओ, वो खाओ. You go to the office even on Sunday. It is better. An intelligent wife says, "Ki, if you work from home on Sunday, you will get more money." This Buddha agrees. What she says is, you don't trouble me. So the individual upadhi is troubling us. Put them in service of the total upadhi. If we leave value to the individual upadhi, if we give, we are continue to be jiva. That will be said here is Badhyate Bhoktu Bhavat. Very powerful shloka it is. This one. The fourth word, Bhoktur Bhavat Badhyate, ये वाला जो तीसरा लाइन है, we'll exhaustively study tomorrow. Then we enjoy through the Bhashyam one by one line. संयुक्तमेतत्क्षरमक्षरञ्च व्यक्ताव्यक्तं भरते विश्वमीशः अनीशश्चात्मा बध्यते भोक्तृभावात् ज्ञात्वा देवं मुच्यते सर्वपाशैः. So first line is etad ksharam etad aksharam, both are sanyuktam. Ksharam alone is vyakta, akshara alone is avyakta. Both of them bharate supported by the Ishvara, and both of them put together called whole Vishwa. Then Anishacha Atma Badhyate Bhoktru Bhavat. Even as a Jivatma. Atma is your Jivatma. We are Badhyate. We are bound. And we are Anisha. We are slaves. To what? Naturally the Upadhis. Why? Only one disease. एक ही disease है वो. But it has other expressions also. That one disease is Bhoktru Bhava. If that one thought which can give up, then we are liberated from being a limited Jiva. And because of the Bhokta Bhava, I am forced to become Karta. When I am a Karta Bhokta, then I get Karma Phala. To enjoy it, I have to be Yoni Baddha, not Yoni Mukta. So that is why Anishyaschatma Badhyate Bhokta Bhavat. Then Jnatva Devam. Jnatva Devam means by using his upadhis in serving the total and detaching from them, himself knowing the Deva, the pure conscious self, Muchyate Sarvapashaihi. Now no upadhi pasha, no ajnana pasha, no vasana pasha will bind him. He just gets dissolved to merge with the ocean, the Brahman, the reality. Actually, when we say the river merges in the ocean, actually the river water merges with the ocean water. ये भी correct नहीं है कि they never work too. Only the Nama Rupa differentiated something as ocean, something as the river. They were, even though 1,000 kilometers apart, qualitatively they are one only. But the name, it is river, name that is ocean, made different. The conditions, river is limited, the ocean is unlimited. River runs, ocean doesn't run. These are all upadhi kurta bheda. Nirupadhi rupena udhar idhar sab mein ek hi pani. But the river has to merge to enter into the ocean for losing its name and form so that it becomes one with the water, one with the total water. Whether the water is in ocean or river, it is water only. So whether the Brahman is in Jiva or Ishvara, he is Brahman only. But the Ishvara is Samashti conditioning, Jiva is a Vyashti condition. Because he is Samashti, he doesn't need to do anything with Samashti. ओशन को कहीं भागने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है क्यों इट इज इनफाइनाइट ऑलरेडी but the river has to drop its name and form and it is done only when it offers it to that from where it has got it. It's from total. Every individual gets his individual upadhis from total. Therefore, use your upadhis to serve total. That's where comes the karma yoga, yajna bhavana, the sadhanas, consciously knowingly when we do. Then I am the upadhi, I am with the upadhi, I am jiva. The strong wrong hold that gets dissolved. Then we'll be available to the Guru when he says, you are Brahman. आप हंसते हैं भगवान, आप ब्रह्म होएंगे, मेरे ब्रदर, मेरे नेबर्स ब्रह्म हो सकते हैं। आखिरकार माई वाइफ ऑल्सो कैन बी ब्रह्म, शी लुक्स लाइक ऑल्सो। समटाइम राक्षसी ऐड करते हैं, ब्रह्म राक्षसी, मैं तो नहीं हूँ। शर्मिंदा कर रहे हैं महाराज गुरु आप, हम ऐसे लगते। But when the upadhis are given up by serving the Lord through the upadhi, then our heart becomes pure enough to grasp it. That I am the conscious Brahman, I am the I am the what is it, witnessing Brahman इत्यादि। वो नॉलेज अब हमको लेने में शर्म आता है, बिकॉज यू आर caught up somewhere. Like you have 10 people around you in your house as family and friends, you can't come and sit in the class. Bas, you are bound. Thank God in whose life who are fighting with everyone so that they kick this fellow out, they come to the class. नहीं तो कौन आएगा? In the same way, if we have to serve with the individual, the total upadhi, then we have to discover our nirupadhika atma. इतना समझ में तो अच्छा होगा इस श्लोक का. Tomorrow we'll enjoy it more. Om 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 Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamada Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Paramashubhyo Parabrahmane Shruti MAATRE Tatsat Brahmanunastu. Join in 5 minutes to revel the study of Bhagavad Gita with Bhashyam.